Hey everybody, welcome back to another news series here on ESGNet that is called MLB 14 Road to the Show with Simon Unger, and this is episode 1. Well, I'm going to let you guys in on something about this series. This series is based on a character that I had when I was playing... I believe it was MVP Baseball 2004, which I think was the last game that EA Sports made, and it's this is actually a really cool guy. He was a shortstop. I think he played outfield, and I believe he also played second base. I switched off between him and Dustin Pedroia in my franchise that I have for the Boston Red Sox. Of course, you're seeing here just me creating them and whatnot. And, I believe I emulate, if I'm not mistaken, I think I emulate Dustin Pedroia because he reminded me so much of Dustin Pedroia in the game. And like I said, I switched him and Simon and Dustin Pedroia switched off from second baseman to shortstop because they just were really good at it, playing those positions. So I switched them off every so often. If I'm not mistaken, if I remember right, Simon was a power hitter, and I couldn't believe this little bitty guy like Dustin Pedroia were hitting home runs like they were, Sammy Sosa and so many others, minus the steroids thing and whatnot. But yeah, it was just a character I really fell in love with, and ever since then, when MLB series came out, I started playing it. I always wonder if this guy was actually real, and I found it wasn't. It was just a character that the game came up with the name and whatnot. So now creating Road to the Show now, I'm thinking like, you know what, he's been one of my favorite characters that I had playing this, playing in MLB 14 or MVP Baseball 2004, and I played like I think almost 10 years in that game. He had a really good, successful career. But you'll see in this, I actually decided not to not to emulate anybody. Well, with the exception of his batting stance, which is, I believe, Dustin Pedroia, which you'll see a little later. But I ended up just do a custom thing. So I have everything pretty much leveled out evenly. It's just a player that I really thought, like, I'm going to create this guy and see what I can do with him. So we'll see in this first episode, you'll see all three the showcase games, just like you did with the Theo Bonds series. And then we'll see from that, we'll see, depending on where we're going to be at in the draft. I'm hoping we'll be somewhere in the top in the first 4 rounds. And I can't remember which round he went to, but you'll see here and later on in the video where he's at and whatnot. But yeah, I've been wanting to create this character for a while now, and I've been trying to think about what number he's going to have. And of course, I try to go with a small number, and I believe I go with, I think, number 8. But eventually he will get the number 16 when he does go to the team that he gets drafted by. I couldn't remember what number he had, or whatnot. Of course, that's been a lot of years ago, and of course, I don't have that game anymore. And as of late, I've been wanting to get an older vintage system and get that game because it's one of my favorite baseball games. Besides that series, I believe Triple Play was my all-time favorite baseball series. And then the King Griffey Jr. game, if you guys remember on the Super Nintendo, that was a really fun game. And I just recently seen it at a vintage stock I don't know if you guys have those where you're at, but I seen it, and I think they wanted like $15 for them. Like, sweet, you know, like, yeah, I might have to come down a little bit more. I don't think it was. I don't think it was even $15. I think it was like $7 or $8. So I might have to go pick that up or not. I know I've seen it on eBay and stuff like that, and they're wanting, you know, anywhere from $10 to $15 for that game. Of course, that's outrageous, but yeah, I mean, it was a really good, you know, that was an awesome game and whatnot. But going back on Simon, he's you know, he's from the Midwest, just a blue collar type of player. He's not really. I'm not gonna design him really to be a power hitter. He's more of an RBI guy, and also a speedster. We're gonna work on a lot of just trying to get RBIs, base running, work on base running, and of anything, really work on him as a great infielder. Just, you know, he you know, of course, being at shortstop, you got to have a good arm to be able to throw on the hop, throwing in the most odd angles that are on the baseball field. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I know I have a secondary position there at second base, but I think I went ahead and changed it up to as a I think it's like a utility player, if I'm not mistaken. So basically, I'm kind of designing him where he can play pretty much anywhere on the bases. But of course, I want him as a shortstop. Like I said, he's going to kind of emulate a little bit of Dustin Pedroia. Of course, you know, I'm a Red Sox fan, so I got to represent them, and when I play games, emulate them in some kind of way with a player. But also Derek Jeter. Also, I've been working with. Those are two batting stance I usually work with. When I had him in that 2004 EA game. But yeah, there you see the design of him and how he's going to be created and whatnot. And he bats. I believe I'm actually. Now as I look at it, I believe I'm gonna have him as a switch hitter, because that's what he was in the game. Excellent switch hitter. There you see his height. He's a pretty small guy, 210, 5'11". I think I might even make him shorter than that, probably about 5'10". So I think Dustin Pedroia, I think he's probably no more than like 5'8", 5'9". So like I said, there's a lot of inspiration, and a lot of the things you'll see on here is kind of emulating Dustin Pedroia or in some kind of way Derek Jeter and whatnot. But yeah, you see just, you know, the accessories they have in the game, which as always every year they always have something new there. And, I had to give them some of his ones that I kind of enjoy, like the wristbands with the number on them, and then I didn't really mess with the colors, team colors. I just kind of want to leave that alone for now until he does get to the big team, or whenever he does get drafted to a team. But it's gonna be I can't wait to see this, who he's gonna be drafted by and whatnot. Of course, I'm hoping it won't be a team that I've already played as from previous Road to Show games, like also my dynasties like the Red Sox or the Cardinals or the White Sox, or even I believe I said in the Theo Bonds video in MLB 13, my Theo Bonds character from previous game before I started doing YouTube, he got drafted by the New York Yankees, and I was not too happy about that. So hopefully that doesn't happen in this game, especially with Simon. In the EA Sports game, he was originally with the Red Sox, and if Unger ends up going to a New York Yankees team, I will definitely say that it's the devil doing its work against me and trying to make me be a Yankees fan. Hey, he can go to New York, but he has to go to go to Queens, go to go to the Mets. I'll help. I'll represent the Mets, but not the guys in the pinstripes there in the Bronx. He cannot be a Bronx Bomber. That just can't be. I think that's like the eighth ring of hell or something if that happens. So hopefully that won't be the case. But there you see, just messing around, checking out the see if there's anything new in the ball game with when it comes to home run, swings, and just all that kind of stuff in the game. I just realized too now. Look at this. I don't have batting gloves on him, and I'm trying to remember if he had batting gloves or not. I don't know. I think we may just try that no batting gloves look for now, because I kind of want to make him as a kind of a throwback of baseball players you've seen back in the 60s and 70s. Kind of a scrappy kind of guy, and just go out there and doing what's best for his team. So as you see here, of course, again, the showcase game. So this is game 1. Like I said, he's representing this central region, and of course in this video we're going to go against the West. So we'll see what he can do in this ball game. Hopefully have a better showing than Theo did in his Rotor show, his showcase game. Of course, if you guys have been seeing my other series of my character, Rotor show with Rashad Bolden, he did pretty well during the showcase, and I believe now he's with the Padres, double-A with the double-A team of the Padres. So I believe it's this Missions, San Antonio Missions that he's with. So there you see his height, weight, and age there, and so we'll see what he can do at this first at bat in this ball game here, as he takes some more final cuts there. So nobody on board, 1 out, and then you see a chopper right there going to the shortstop. So ground out for one, stop to another, and there you see the easy out right there with not a good at bat right there, but does get a point for that. So we'll see what he can do his next chance here coming up in this ball game. So there you see 0-1 for the day, ground out at in the first inning, and we'll see what he can do in this at bat coming up here. So 0-2 pitch here coming up, bases are empty, nobody's out, and he swings after that four-seam right there that's high inside and cannot connect that time. So there you see a strikeout right there for Unger. There you see a highlight for William Lincoln there. Just nice location right there. And of course, Unger unable to pick anything up. So 2 outs, nobody on board, 1-1 pitch. We're trailing. Actually, we're leading by 4. And there you see a nice line drive, a frozen rope right there to the left fielder from that out. So there you see the score 7-3. We are leading by 4 going into the 6th inning here. So there you see 0 for 3 for the day, lined out back in the 5th. And we'll see if he can do anything. Hopefully this won't be his last at bat here. If it is, he has to make it a good one. So bases are loaded, nobody out, and there you see he strikes out that time right there, getting the first out. Couldn't do anything on that at bat. I think at that time he was trying just a little too hard, trying to look like he's trying to swing for the fences there to get a grand slam to bring home some runs there. But you see final score, we end up winning the game anyway to a score of 10-3. And there you see the line score right there for the ball game. Hopefully he can do something here. As you see his performance there, you see striking out there in the game. So 0 for 4 for the day, 2 strikeouts. Not the best way. Hopefully you can turn things around, but not the way you want to start off your first game in this showcase. So we'll go ahead and go to game 2. And as you see there now, we're going to be playing against the East in game 2, and we'll see if Simon can do a better job when it comes to this showcase. For the reason why we're in these showcases, because we got to prove to our to the scouts, and not just the scouts, but to ourselves, if we can do well in the major leagues and try to get a good spot in the draft and get drafted high enough so we can show these teams our potential that we have in us to move up in the organization and finally get to the show. So there you see Unger and his stats from last game. We'll see if he again can turn this around and get to and get a good draft spot. So here you see 2 outs, 1-2 pitch. This one's high up there. This one's up there, and this one will be caught by the right fielder there. And there you see an out right there. So he gets 14 points for that at bat, good contact, and was able to work the pitcher, but unable to get on board safely. So 2 outs now, running on first and second, and this one gets up there, and this one's up there, and is it deep enough? Yes, it is. That's a home run. Home run, Theo Bonds, that right there. That is his home run, his first home run in this showcase here. And especially now, that's going to get the scouts talking about him. Like I said, he's a power guy. He hits pretty much for average in RBIs. If I remember right, he did hit quite a few RBIs in scoring position when there was runners at first and second. He was pretty good at getting his pitch and finding the pitch that he wanted to take out of the park. So it's almost like almost a carbon copy of the guy that I had in the 2004 game of MVP baseball. But there you see 1 for 2 for the day, a 3-run shot in the last appearance that we just saw here in this game. So we'll see what he can do here. So there you see we're leading by 1, and there you see this one goes up there, and this one's a pop up. Can it go out of the park? Nope, it's getting caught right there at the warning track for an out. So there you see good contact right there, and gets 12 points for that at bat. And thus we move on. There you see they show the highlight from that ball game, or from that last 2 at bats there, that home run. So we'll see what he can do here with a 1-2 pitch. Again, we're still up by 1. Runners at first and second, and nice bunt right there. And this one is another thing that we're going to try to really work on too, is when we got runners in scoring position, try to get him to get the work on that bunt. So that's definitely where a lot of our points are going to be going to here once we get started here and work our way up through the rankings of Major League Baseball. So there you see him getting some last minute swings in, and there you see we're down by 2 here, bottom of the 9th, and 2 outs. This one gets chopped up, and this one actually finds a hole there, a gap in there, and he goes all the way to the backstop back there, and he is able to get a standing double that time. So now we have a 2-out double there, where now he can hopefully be able to be knocked in here by the guy behind him. There you see a highlight or the replay of his base running, and of course, like I said, that's going to be something we're going to be working on quite a bit, to get his numbers up there, so he can be able to steal bases and stretch a double to a triple. So there you see final score there, 9-7. We lose the game, and again, just not necessarily we have to worry about wins. It's just that we have to just impress the scouts at this showcase here and prove to them that we deserve a high draft pick. So there you see his performance right there. He got 5 at bats that time. So there you see they say his stock has improved. So you just got to keep that momentum going. So we'll go ahead. There you see 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and 8 at bats, and his average is at 250. So we'll go ahead and get to game 3, and of course now we have to put everything on the line here. We have to show, can't hold anything back. We got to, show the scouts and these general managers and owners of the 30 teams that, hey, I'm the guy that will be perfect for your organization. I'm the guy that's going to make money. Most importantly, I'm the future of your organization. So we'll see that in this game if we could possibly have a shot here at getting a good draft pick. So there you see 250, 1 home run, and 3 RBIs in that last game. And we'll see what he can do here in his first at bat in this ball game, going against the international team. So let's go ahead and get to 0-2 pitch here, 1 out, nobody on board, and he tries to golf that one and unable to that time, and tries to run that one out to first. But there you see, he gets thrown out there. So a 2-3 put out. Mark that on your scorecards there, fellas. So 0-for-1 for the day for now, and we'll see his second at bat here in the third game, what he can do when it comes to using that lumber right there and put some contact to the baseball here. So let's see, 1-for-1 for the 1-1 pitch here. Bases are empty, and there you see a nice ripper right down there, and that one gets ripped and hits the third base bag and then popping up. So that's a base hit right there, and the third baseman unable to make a play there. Other than that, that probably would have been an out or a good line drive. But there you see, just pops up, hits the bag there, and drops, and third baseman unable to make a play there. So 2-2 pitch, his next at bat, bottom of the 6th here. This one goes sky high. This one's up there. This one's back, and that one is caught by the right fielder there for an out right there. So there you see a 5-pitch at bat. So he got 5 points for that okay at bat, and we'll see what he can do as we move along in the ball game. So there you see 1-for-3 for the day, and we'll see what he can do here in his 5th at bat. So he's actually getting some good at bats here. He's getting some opportunities to show at the plate, but we got to do something here. We're trailing by 2 there, and you see a nice slapper right there to the third baseman, and that one gets out there. He's unable to run that one out, but there you see, they say a good at bat. It gets 11 points that time, and there you see we end the game trailing by 3, 4-1, a loss for the Central team. But we go ahead and get to, we'll see, 1-for-4 for the day. And there you see we got some information talking about the drafts coming up, and they just tell us that we did our best and just wished us luck. So we'll go here and check out here the draft coming up. You'll see here, I believe he's a 3rd rounder, I believe, so that's pretty good. We'll see what he can do here. 3rd round. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead with the draft now.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. We are about to start the 3rd round, having just completed rounds 1 and 2. The first selection of the 3rd round is officially on the clock. With the first pick of the 3rd round, the Houston Astros select Miguel Benitez, a closing pitcher from the East region. With the second pick in the 3rd round, the Miami Marlins select Chris Sexton, a second baseman from the West region. With the 3rd pick of the 3rd round, the Chicago White Sox select Eddie Castell, a starting pitcher from the Central region. With the 4th pick in the 3rd round, the Minnesota Twins select Simon Unger, a shortstop from the Central region.
We're into the 3rd round now of the MLB first-year player draft. Guys, what do you think about that most recent selection?
Well, the jury's still out on him. At least that's what I feel. We got to see him play against some of the top draft talent recently. He played okay, but it wasn't anything overly impressive. This organization must have seen something they liked in him, though, so maybe they'll be able to get the most out of his talent.
Yeah, you know, I like this pick. Ike is right. He is by no means a sure thing coming out of this draft, but I have a feeling that he could turn out to be a little bit of a sleeper pick. Plus, I think he really helps fill one of the organization's needs. We're going to have to wait and see, of course, but I'm sure he's ready and really excited to get that minor league career started.
Okay, so Simon's dreams have now finally came true. He is now part of the Major League Ballpark or Major League Ball team organization. Of course, there you see the Twins, and he will be reporting to the New Britain Rockcats, the AA affiliate here, and coming up in the next episode. So there you see the top 9 teams, and we are going to go ahead and sign with the team. We're not going to wait another, we're not going to go to a junior college or a 2-year or a 4-year institution. We're going to go ahead and just go to the major, or go to sign with the team. So we're going to report to New Britain Rockcats. In the next episode, we're going to play the Richmond Flying Squirrels, which is awesome team name, I have to say. But there you see the player comparison, and also on this guy I used I got this when I bought this game. I had the points that you get for your player rotor show from GameStop, so I went ahead and used it on him and beefed up his stats. So I guess you could say he's using a performance enhancement. That's fine, but I just went on some. Most of the stats goes towards really on his performance on the field when it comes to defense. So definitely come on back, you guys, for another episode of MLB 14 Road to Show with Simon Unger. We'll see how he does in his first game against the Flying Squirrels. As always, you guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and check out other great series here on ESGNet, especially my other Road to Show with my 2 other guys, Road to Show with Rashad Bolden and also Theo Bonds. Plus, there's other series with Madden and so many other games, other sports games out there. So definitely come on back. Also check out our Facebook page, our Tumblr, and our Twitter. The links are down there below in the description. And also give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys want to see more in the video or see less of. Other than that, that is it for this episode, guys. So definitely come on back to see us play the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. I love that name. That name is so awesome. Flying Squirrels. But that is it. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.